Hi everybody, this is Alice Bejeweled Hedgehog, back for yet another vlog, 20-something. Okay, I've got my cat ears on, but that is not because I am going to do a spoiler or talk about the ending of a book or a movie. It's because I have been out of sorts all day, and when I put my ears on or do something silly, it makes me feel a little bit better. So, anyway, I had music playing and I turned it off and I want to put it back on again. Dun, da, da. Oops, that's too loud, I think. There. Anyway, this is Holly Cook. I absolutely adore her music, and I've been listening to her this evening. And of course, it's putting me in a more cheerful mood. I had to make a list because, as usual, my brain kind of goes into off mode when the camera goes on. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. I wanted to talk to Susie Cusey and say, hi, Susie, and also say, I hope you don't mind me featuring your poncho in my Cast-Off Crew video and on my vlog. I mean, I credited you for it and put your YouTube channel link down below, and after I did that, it dawned on me, when do people start bothering you about that stupid poncho? And what if you were sitting there hating me because you're getting, like thousands of requests for it? So that was not the intention. If you're being bugged about it, I'm really sorry. I just wanted to make sure that you got credit for designing something that's really nice. And I'm not sure if the music is too loud still or not. It's hard for me to judge how much of it's coming through on the video. Okay, so hopefully you can still hear it. But anyway, yeah, so much for that. I do love that poncho, but then again, so does everybody else who sees it. I'm kind of brain dead. I can't remember. Oh, yes, I did. Yesterday was Tuesday, so I did do videos last night because, yeah, that was Cast-Off Crew. I have been having killer insomnia recently. And I have different kinds of insomnia. I have what I call the fitful sleep kind of insomnia, where, I wake up every hour or two and toss around for a few minutes and then roll back over and go to sleep. But that has actually been going away with exercise. I am doing much better now at sleeping for, solid chunks of time. The problem is I think it's my old lady hormones, and just periodically I get these spells of insomnia, like spells of bad weather. And then after, enough days to make me miserable, they just break. And, I got literally, I think, 2.5 hours of sleep the other night. And then came home the next night, and went to sleep at really early. And then I slept maybe for about 5 hours last night, and I can feel it. I don't feel tired right now. But see, the difference between insomnia and not needing sleep is that even though I shouldn't say I don't feel tired, even though I do not feel sleepy, I feel tired. I'm dragging, I can't think straight, can't keep track of anything. So luckily this does not happen all that frequently, because when it does happen, it's awful. It's not like I'm suddenly energized, and having these really long days full of accomplishment, achievement, and wonder. No, I'm kind of dragging along like I'm walking through mud, having trouble making coherent sentences or having, complete and sensible thoughts even. But anyhow, I talked to a doctor and I'm following rules, which is I don't really often have caffeine, but if I do have green or black tea, I don't have any after noon. Literally, 12 noon is when I would stop. And, I know all the tricks about do something relaxing but not too involved and blah, blah, blah. So I guess I just have to wait it out. Anyway, let's see, has anything... So I'm afraid, just because I've been feeling so bleh, I, I haven't, A, been doing anything interesting or thinking anything interesting. I remember in one video, I think I was talking about the fact that people that I meet day to day frequently ask me, why I'm not married, why I don't have children, what it's like to have relatives with such a very different religion than mine. And, I talked about why I'm not married. But I'm just too tired, and my spiritual journey, I'm definitely making some progress with that. But right now, I just feel to want to tackle anything more than the most mundane topics. So anyway, I will put a link to the beautiful music that I'm listening to. She has, some YouTube videos. So I'll put a link to her YouTube videos below. And one of my wonderful, wonderful subscribers liked one of the other bands I was listening to and actually bought one of their CDs. Yay! I'm happy on two fronts. I'm so happy that a person who subscribes to me, who I like very much, found something new that she likes. And I'm happy that the band I really like, that I focused on in that vlog, which is Alabama Shakes, got a new fan. So anyway, everything's just working out very beautifully in that respect. Let's see. I love all my subscribers, and I want to thank you for all the comments you've made. And I'm kind of, back up and running again, although I don't run very well. I am now being much more interactive and able to respond to your comments and your videos, and I just wasn't able to do that when I was sick. So thank you, and if I hadn't commented or responded to you, I was not ignoring you, I just wasn't up to it. I wanted to do a shout out to Andrew in the pictures. He was talking about a TV show, RuPaul's Drag Race. Got it. Anyway, I found it. Now, the latest season is on Hulu. All the seasons are on Hulu, but the previous 3 seasons are on Amazon Instant Video, I think they call it. And if you're a Prime subscriber, they're free. And the Hulu ones have commercials. So season 4, if I wanted to start, at the beginning of that one, I'd have to sit through commercials. But if I want to start at season 1 and wait for season 4 to make its way around to the Amazon Prime, then I can watch it commercial free. And I did. I watched the first episode and absolutely loved it. I love the whole drag queen glam thing. At this stage in my life, I'm not really into a very much makeup stage. I guess for a lot of women, the concept that this look professional thing, many people don't consider you all the way professional unless you do something to your face, which annoys me because there's nothing at all fun about getting up when you're too tired and would rather be laying in bed asleep or doing something else, and having to mess with your face just to be, considered appropriate. So of course I've come up with all kinds of little workarounds, like, glasses that are big and bright hide the lack of eye makeup, and lipstick gives a finish, so, my equivalent of makeup is like under 2 minutes worth. But I used to love it back in my 20s, and in my 20s, my feeling about makeup was kind of like my feeling about jewelry is now. If it's not noticeable and doesn't make a statement, why bother with it? And so since I was in my 20s back in the 80s, the smoky eyes, the whole dramatic look. And I really enjoyed seeing, all the makeup and all the whole glamorous drag queen thing, because it just struck me as the fun part of makeup, not the the part of, I'm going to a wedding. Okay, I have to spend 20 minutes in front of the mirror whether I want to or not, or that kind of thing. But the part where I was younger and I'm like, cool, I'm going out tonight. What can I do to look as fantastic and spiffy as possible? And yeah, that brought back that whole feeling, and I absolutely love that show. Now, I don't actually have cable, so I don't watch real TV. I just stream things on the internet when I find them. But that show has an element of fun to it that I really, really like. So anyway, oh, and then I saw Andrew's video, because I always wondered where the eyebrows went. And he shows you actually with the glue sticks and things, how you can like change where eyebrows are on your head. Well, I mean, you don't actually move your real eyebrows, you flatten them and draw new ones in. So anyway, I just found a new thing that, totally held my fascination for a while. But anyhow, let me think. I'm not very good at thinking at the moment. Did I write anything else down? Oh, I wanted to say thank you to one of my subscribers. I've been meaning to every time I do a video, and I keep forgetting. She recommended sort of a food supplement drink called Tangy Tangerine. And I looked it up and looked into it, and I've given it a lot of serious thought. It is very expensive, though. And, I am just trying healthy eating and having more vegetable juices and, fruit smoothies and things. But, if my energy doesn't really perk back up, then I'm going to give it a try. But it's a little on the pricey side for me. But anyway, thank you. I so much appreciate it. I love it when people, comment and tell me stuff. So anyway, speaking of healthy eating, this is a tip. If you ever go to restaurants, they'll have like the lettuce wraps. I think it's Cheesecake Factory had lettuce wraps. A lot of places have lettuce wraps. Anyhow, I decided that since I don't know if I mentioned this, but I've been in a sandwich mood. I really wanted the whole thing, the chopped onions, the fresh sliced tomatoes, the little bits of sprouts, the, dried herbs, and the eggless mayonnaise and all that stuff. But for some reason, I really wanted some of the lunch meat. So for the lunch meat, I went to the actual deli counter and got the lower sodium, like chicken or turkey. And then I decided that what I would do is get the green leaf lettuce. The romaine is good too, but romaine doesn't roll up quite as easily as the green leaf lettuce does. And put all that stuff in a roll, in a leaf of lettuce, and then roll it, and eat it like a lettuce roll. So that cuts down on some of the refined carbohydrates. But it gives you all the really nice yumminess of stuff that would go in a sandwich. So that is something I came up with, and I thought I would share with other people who are trying to do the be healthier and lose weight thing. And I also limit myself to one. I make one lettuce leaf wrap, put all the supplies away, eat it, and then, because I have this tendency, if I like something, to just eat, and then all of a sudden I'm so full I can't move. And so I have come to the conclusion that if I make something, put everything away, such that, it wouldn't, and even wash, the utensils that I use to make it with, such that it would mean starting the whole process over again to get another one. That gives me pause to think. I don't kind of go on that conveyor belt eating binge that I would normally go on. Then I got a tip from my oldest niece, and she has been reading, she reads a lot of self-help and meditation and spiritual things. And she was talking about how while you're eating, if you focus on your food, the taste, the texture, the smell, and you can even think about it as a gift from God, or she even said containing God in a sense, because God is in everything. And it's, or the universe, whatever, it's all like part of your food. And you really focus on the experience of eating, then that, can lead you to enjoy it more and get more gratification from what you're eating, and then you don't go through the vast quantities. So I've been trying to do that. Instead of eating while I read, or eating while I'm watching vlogs. I actually sit down at my little kitchen table with my food in front of me and a glass of water, and I eat the food, and I think about the food, and I concentrate on that eating experience. And I find that, I know this sounds a little strange, but I find that actually helps me eat less. Possibly because I'm doing it more slowly, and also because I am just taking the time to enjoy it. And one of my big problems is eating portions that are too big, or eating to the point of, bloated, grotesque stuffedness. So, anyway, I hope that tip helps somebody. Let's see. Okay. My goals for this week are in a shambles again. Primarily because of the insomnia. Being tired, not getting enough sleep makes everything, even simple things, seem like monumental tasks. I literally realized the other morning that I needed to get gas or I wouldn't have to go too far. And I swear to you, I felt like I was, mountain climbing rather than just pumping in $20 worth of gas. Oh, $20 doesn't fill my tank, by the way. That's all I'm willing to put in at a time, because my car isn't running so well, and I'm kind of afraid if it hits its last leg, I will not part with that precious expensive gasoline. I will siphon it if I have to, but I'd really rather not keep that much in it at any given moment. So anyhow, I had a point here somewhere. Oh, goals. My big goals, my big goals for the week are the post office, and I will not allow myself to forget the letter of commendation for the resident manager. And actually some of the smaller goals, some of the little mindless householdy things that I wanted to catch up with, I've been able to do because it's just a matter of, like a robot could do them. So even if I'm feeling brainless, I can rub a dust rag across things. But haven't been getting much of that done either. It's just been kind of a bust week for things like that. I have had fun. I went to visit my sister, went to the library, showed my library haul last week. But speaking of visiting my sister, as usual, I procrastinated. I have 3 birthdays. I have my cousin at the end of April, one niece on May 8th, and the next niece on May 14th. And then there's Mother's Day. And I always celebrate Mother's Day by giving my sister something, because I am so thankful that I have my 3 precious nieces. So knowing this, right after Christmas I should have started stuff, but I didn't, which is fine, because you will never guess what they all want. They all want a poncho. So anyway, for my oldest niece, this is a beautiful, beautiful yarn. She wants the Susie Cusey poncho, of course. I believe that this is Caron Simply Soft. I have seen a mint green that is exactly this color, and this has exactly the texture of it. So I would bet anything that this is Caron Simply Soft. But it came from one of my beloved A.C. Moore 1 pound for $7 bags. So, yeah, so she wants it. Now, she is a very interesting girl. She's the one that will be 15 on May 8th. And she's kind of the opposite of the traditional teenager. My feeling is, if it doesn't make a statement, why bother to wear it, unless, of course, it's like pajamas or something. She likes simplicity and understatedness in her fashion. So she wanted this soft green, and she wants the completely unadorned poncho. She doesn't want flowers added or a lacy edge like I'm doing on the girly girl poncho. She just wants the plain poncho. And I'm going to make sure that she gets her gift on time, because she is so hard for me to make things for. Her tastes are, I love this child like she's my own, well, she is my own flesh and blood, but I love her like she's my own daughter. The 3 treasures of my life are my 3 nieces. But I sometimes find it very hard to come up with things that please her. So when she's actually specifically asked for something that I know that she wants, I'm so beside myself with joy. Because sometimes she looks at my big, dangly jewelry and my brightly colored outfits, and, I can see her kind of cringe a little bit. Then the other thing she wanted that really sort of knocked me over was, this is, oh, you can't see because of the glare or whatever. When you get up close, yes, you can see a little bit there. Okay, this is a bright, snowy white yarn with silver threads in it. And it's not the Vanna's Choice yarn. I don't really know what brand this is. This is another mill-in bag. It's a definite worsted weight, and it's soft. And I wish, if you come back here, no, you simply cannot see the sparkles, except when I do this. And she asked for a dressy poncho, a lacy poncho. So we went on Ravelry together, and we found a free pattern. And this is the free pattern we came up with. So she is going to get this dress-up poncho in this white and silver yarn. So yes, I've got 2 ponchos to make for her, but I'm so happy that she actually wants something that I make, that I'm definitely going to do it for her. And then my sister is getting a poncho and a hat made out of this yarn. And she loves greens, and she loves browns, and, oranges. Anyway, so these are greens, but it's wool, and it has these little flecks in it. And I don't know how easy it is for you to see. This is yarn that under most circumstances would be what I would consider ridiculously overpriced, to the point of I would not buy it, except that Jimmy Bean's wool, and I am going to do a video pretty soon about excellent prices for yarn on the internet. If you go to their sales section and you're willing to stick with only the yarns and colors they have on sale, they have some yarns that, come down to very good prices, some yarns that I would consider prohibitively expensive, down to just plain old overpriced. So this yarn, this is, how big is it? It is 202 yards. It's 100 grams. It's 100% wool, and this is hand dyed in Chile. And, they have this wonderful little tag on it that tells you the legend that the name came from, and all about how it's, hand painted and good for the Chilean economy and environment and blah, blah, blah. At any rate, and normally it would be just way too high. These were down to about $10 a skein. It was 9 something a skein, so basically call it $10. And I got 4 of them, so she's getting a $40 poncho and hat, as opposed to the under $10 ponchos I do for my nieces. But, she's a grown-up. Her size is not going to change. So I got 4 of these, which is where the $40 came from. Her size isn't going to change. She can wear wool without itching. She will not leave it on her bedroom floor and then walk back and forth across it. So it really is a very, very reasonable gift for someone in that circumstance. I was going to say something. Oh, Jimmy Bean's wool, I believe, has a standard shipping fee of $5. And I think once you get above a certain amount, like $50 or $75, I don't know, I've never hit that cap. But then they do free shipping. And once you buy from them, you will get periodic special offers, like Jimmy Bean's Bucks, And the reason I bought this yarn at all was because they sent me a coupon saying, you're eligible for free shipping. And I knew I wanted to get something for my sister, so I got on there and took a look at their sale yarns and got this. So anyway, more explanation of good internet deals when I actually do that video. Then I have a poncho for my cousin. And her poncho is made out of the same purples and variegated yarns that I made mine from, just in a different set of combinations. And that was bought, a long, long time ago when Michaels had a sale on impeccable big balls. So I'm just feeling overwhelmed by all these things I need to do. And basically what I'm going to tell my sister and my cousin is that they will probably get their ponchos at the end of May. And the oldest niece, well, I'm almost done with the girly girl poncho, which is for the middle niece. And although it's not her birthday, she did ask for it, so I'm afraid of not finishing it because I have a very bad track record with UFOs. So I'm going to focus all my attention on finishing this one this week. And I'm nearly done. I'm at the stage now where all I have to do is put on the border and then do the flowers. Because whenever I put something aside, I do it with a great deal of fear that it will not get picked up again. Then I'm going to do the 2 ponchos for my oldest niece. And since my youngest niece, whose birthday is the 14th, already got that huge blanket as a birthday cleanup reward, I may tell her that she has to wait on her poncho. Although her poncho, she's smaller than the other one. She's turning 11 and she hasn't had her big growth spurts yet. So her poncho conceivably, could be done in a good long sit down on a Saturday. I'm thinking maybe 4 hours. And I already have the yarn for that. That is some of my AC Moore pounder bags. And they have that beautiful, beautiful cotton, which I know is sugar and cream because, you can walk over with your 1 pound bag and literally match it up to the balls of sugar and cream. So I have some of that in a color that she's going to love. And then my sister and my cousin will just have to come after that is done. And then, I hate it when crafting becomes, this is why I don't do a business, because I don't ever want crafting to become burdensome. It's my escape from burdensome things. So I have decided that I'm going to try and work on, here's my second strip, by the way, of my Mile a Minute Afghan. And I'm going to make the third outer strip green, and then this is the first strip. And I'm going to watch the video and figure out how to attach them. But even though the strips go pretty fast, I think I'm going to set my crocheting Afghan, my crochet along goal, as 1 strip per week until I dig myself out of this birthday mess. And actually my youngest niece and I had been talking about a smash book for her. So I may just ask her if she wants to wait till fall to wear her poncho. And see if we can just buy a smash book as a substitute so I have a little less to do there. Because she has sweaters and things that I've made for her, so it's not like she's going to... See, the reason why I'm happier putting off my sister and my cousin is because they probably realistically won't wear theirs until fall again. But my nieces, being smaller, often complain if we're in the grocery store, movie theater, a lot of buildings in the summer, since it gets so hot here, they over air condition them to the hilt. And I look at their little arms, their skinny little arms, they have goosebumps all over them, because it's cold in a lot of other buildings. And plus my brother-in-law and sister, who are kind of big like me, keep the air conditioning on fairly cool in their home. So when the girls are sitting around reading or whatever, they get chilly. So they will be wearing their ponchos in the summer. So that's why I want to do theirs first. You know what? I'm doing all this talking and saying absolutely nothing. So I think this is the time to say, I really appreciate, if you've stuck with my vlog this long, you are a trooper. And I swear to you, I will get more interesting when I get more sleep. So anyway, everybody have a great night. And I will see you tomorrow, unless my insomnia breaks and I go to bed at, like 6:30 p.m. And then, of course, when I come back, I'll probably have something worth saying. Anyway, good night, everybody. Bye.